Let's be brutally honest for a minute. The gods in the Marvel Cinematic Universe are selfish, arrogant, petty, and pathologically lazy. And for over a decade, we've just accepted it. We've watched them start wars, demand worship, and abandon civilizations, and we called them heroes. And then one man, a victim, finally stood up and said what we should have been thinking all along: all gods must die. Gorr the God Butcher is painted as the villain of Thor, Love and Thunder, but was he? Or was he the only sane person in a universe run by cosmic parasites? Get your keyboards ready and smash that subscribe button, because this is going to get controversial. We are not just going to ask if he was right, we are going to prove it. Here are 5 reasons why God Killer Gorr is 100% justified. Reason 1. His god laughed in his face. Let's start with the one fact nobody can debate. Gorr's rage wasn't madness, it was a response. This wasn't a villain who woke up one day and chose evil. This was a devout man who did everything right. He prayed. He believed. He kept his faith while his people starved, while his world turned to dust, and while he held his own daughter's body in his arms. And after a lifetime of suffering and devotion, what was his reward? He stumbles into an oasis and finds his god, Rapu, lazy, well-fed, and celebrating a victory. Gorr, a broken man, asks for help. He asks for justice. He asks why. And his god laughs at him. He mocks his faith and tells him his only purpose was to suffer. Let me ask you, if you prayed your whole life while your family died, only to find your god partying and then mocking you for your pain, what would you do? Gorr's first act of violence wasn't murder. It was a righteous execution. He didn't just kill a god, he killed an abuser. His entire crusade was born from this one, undeniable and completely justified act of vengeance. Reason 2. Omnipotence. City proved his entire point. Gorr's entire philosophy was that gods are useless, vain, and self-obsessed. If you still think he was wrong, just look at Omnipotence City. Thor, Jane, and Valkyrie go to the capital city of all gods, seeking an army to save a group of kidnapped children. And what do they find? They find a golden hall filled with lazy, decadent deities who are more concerned with their next god bod and their upcoming orgy than with the slaughter of their own kind. Their leader Zeus isn't a wise king. He's a cowardly, preening celebrity who is terrified of one man with a sword. When Thor begs for help, Zeus attacks him. He refuses to lift a finger, not because he can, but because he doesn't want to. He is the living embodiment of Gorr's entire argument. Gorr claimed all gods were parasites who only cared for themselves. Zeus and his golden city proved it. Gorr wasn't just a butcher, he was a prophet. He was the only one seeing the truth. Reason 3. Asgard's heroes are just as bad. But wait, you say, what about Thor? What about the Asgardians? They're the good guys. Are they? Let's look at the history we're supposed to admire. Odin, the All-Father, was a genocidal conqueror who built his golden kingdom on the bones of his victims and hid his bloody history and his butcher daughter, Hela, to look righteous. Thor himself in his first movie was an arrogant, spoiled child who started a war with the frost giants out of boredom, endangering billions of lives. The gods of Asgard are not benevolent protectors. They are a cosmic royal family who treat other realms as their playthings. They are just the prettier version of the same arrogance Gorr was fighting. Gorr wanted to kill all gods, and that included the heroes, who were just as guilty as the rest. He didn't see a difference between Hela, Zeus, and Thor. And honestly, why should he? Reason 4. He was a man of his word. He never hurt the children. This is the point that will ignite the comments, so listen closely. Gorr's mission was never about random chaos. He wasn't the Joker. He had one precise target: gods. Think about it. He kidnaps the children of Asgard. Why? Not to torture them, not to kill them. He uses them as bait, to lure a god. When he's with them, he's just sad. He tells them a story. He doesn't lay a hand on them. His fight was never with mortals. His crusade was a targeted act of liberation. He wanted to free the universe from these careless, divine tyrants. He was so focused on his mission that when the Asgardian children, who are technically gods themselves, are empowered by Thor, what happens? Gorr loses. Why? Because the moment they became more than just children and started acting like gods by fighting back, his plan fell apart. His fight was with the concept of godhood, not with innocent people. Reason 5. He won. He forced Thor to become a good god. This is the ultimate proof. In the end, Gorr wins the philosophical war. He reaches eternity. He has one wish. He could have wished for all gods to die, completing his mission. But what does he do? He wishes for his daughter to be returned. This one act proves his heart was never truly evil. It was just broken by unimaginable grief. But here is the real victory. He changes Thor. Thor sees Gorr's profound love for his child. And in that moment, Thor's entire existence is recontextualized. He doesn't just defeat a villain, he learns from a victim. Gorr's final act inspires Thor to do the one thing no other god in the universe was willing to do: stop being a god and start being a father. Thor adopts Gorr's daughter, Love. He abandons the Asgardian throne. He abandons his cosmic adventuring, and he dedicates his entire life to one person. Thor finally becomes the type of god Gorr had been praying for all along. Gorr didn't just kill gods, he exposed their hypocrisy and, in his final breath, forced the greatest one of all to finally become worthy of the title. So, let's look at the facts. Gorr was a victim of a broken system. He was mocked by the very beings he worshipped. He exposed Omnipotence City for the sham it was, and his final act of love inspired the only real heroism in the entire movie. Yes, his methods were dark. Yes, the Necrosword corrupted him. But was his message wrong? I want you to be honest in the comments right now. Is a universe with lazy, arrogant, and indifferent gods better than a universe with no gods at all? Was Gorr a madman? Or was he the only one brave enough to fight back? Let me know. The debate starts now.